Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and I wanted to make this video because Animal Crossing has been in the news lately, and it's actually getting a bunch of different product announcements, which I think is interesting. And I wanted to make this video to kind of discuss, is something happening with Animal Crossing, or is something about to happen with Animal Crossing? So if you like cozy games, if you like Animal Crossing content, make sure to subscribe. And I did make a video a couple weeks ago now about, there was a rumor, which we will talk about later. There is a rumor currently that Animal Crossing is going to be shown as early as this month, sometime in a Nintendo Direct. So I will get into that a little bit later. Let's go over the products in question that have been announced. Okay. First of all, we got new Lego announcements. These are going to go in order. So we did get new Lego announcements for Animal Crossing. This is the Lego website, and as you can tell, there is, well, some of these aren't Animal Crossing at the bottom, but all of these are Animal Crossing sets. So this isn't the first time it's happened, but they did announce, I think, like 3 of them. Yeah, I think 3 new sets are coming. The first one being the Blathers Museum Collection. This one looks really cool, actually. Big fan of the museum. I think this set is cute. You get Blathers, you get Lily, I almost forgot your name, and you get a little special treat inside, because if you look closely, there is a little Brewster coffee thing, and there, yeah, this set is just great. And then there's other things that you can do here. This set, A+. I like this one a lot. The next set, which I didn't think was newer, but it says coming soon, August 1st. So I guess it is a new set. This is Goldie's Cozy House. This one's $22.99. I prefer the smaller Lego sets personally, but I know there's people out there that like to do big sets. But yeah, this one's amazing too. Goldie's a great character. We got Goldie's house. We got a little croissant on a picnic table. What more do you want, dude? Yeah, so this one is one of the new ones. And then finally, kind of a bigger set, I would say. This is, well, what are they calling this? Creative Houses, Seasons of Fun. Oh yeah, I do remember this one. Yeah, so we got 2 houses here. We got 3 villagers, Stitches, Fuchsia, and Fang. And yeah, we got their 2 houses, and also 4 little tree, like mini sets within this set of the different seasons. So I think this is a really cool one too. I really want that fall like piece right there. So I think out of all of them, the museum is the coolest, but this one I think is the sneaky pick. So yeah, what do we have to say about the Lego sets? I don't think this means anything. Animal Crossing Legos, I think have sold very well. A lot of stores are clearancing them, so I don't think there's any rush to get any of these sets, but this doesn't point to anything, at least in my opinion. They've been consistently releasing these, and these are still New Horizons branding, so I think personally they've had these for a while and they just, chose to release them now. So that's the first thing. This video is sponsored by JSAUX, and they sent me a bunch of Switch 2 accessories, and I wanted to highlight some of my favorites that they sent. First up is the JSAUX Racing Steering Wheel. You can put your Switch 2 Joy-Con in here, play games like Mario Kart, or just use it as a controller holder. It makes it a lot more comfortable. Next up is the Game Card Case 40. This slick carrying case holds up to 40 Switch cartridges, very convenient. Next up is the Portable Carrying Case. This thing is super nice, and when I put my Switch 2 in here, I know it ain't gonna get broke. So very nice quality. Also comes with a stand too, if you want to like prop your Switch 2 up at like airport or something. So pretty convenient. If you're gonna buy anything though, the Battle Armor is super worth it. You put this on your Switch 2 and instantly becomes 1,000 times more comfortable in handheld mode. And you've probably been seeing these caps on my joysticks, and these are the joystick cap and thumb grip set. And as you can see, there are 2 missing because yeah, they're on my Switch 2 and they're super comfortable. So if you want to pick up these products or some of their other Switch 2 accessories, follow the link in the description. Thank you so much, JSAUX, for sponsoring this video. Now let's get back to the rest of it. The second thing is these new they're called Happy Room Diorama sets, and they're by Rement, who I don't know too much about, but I know that they make blind box stuff. So here's what we got. 6 different Animal Crossing New Horizons. Keep that in mind. Animal Crossing New Horizons diorama sets. So yeah, we have their blind boxes, as you can see in the top left. I think you should be able to see that. So there's 6 different sets. We have Timmy and Tommy at Nook's Cranny. We have Isabel at Resident Services. We have Brewster in the Roost, and then 3 villager houses. I think these are really cool too. And apparently, if we go to this article, Remit has a long history of products tied to various Nintendo properties, and Animal Crossing is very much a part of their lineup. The company has put out multiple Animal Crossing products in the past, and now they're going back to the brand for a special series of dioramas. These will be $10 a pop, November 29th, 2025. So again, this points to nothing. Like, I don't think this points to anything, especially if they've done Animal Crossing blind boxes before. And Nintendo has released other Nintendo blind boxes before. Like, there's Pikmin blind boxes. There's definitely Kirby ones. There's a lot. So another cool product, but this kind of points to nothing, in my opinion. So yeah, that's the second one. The third one just got announced, actually. And these are Animal Crossing Crocs. Can you believe it? By the way, $84.99. That's way more expensive than they usually are. Yeah. So, okay. Thank you for the 15% off. Go to crocs.com. Not sponsored. So yeah, these Crocs apparently are going to be $84.99. Yeah, I think these are cute. They come with like little gibbet things. You can see there's a little house giblet. I don't know. I'm not in the Croc universe, but like, these are expensive, dude. $84.99. I think the other character ones are like $69.99. So there is definitely a price hike here. Yeah, these are releasing August 26th. So kind of soon, like next month. I wanted to point to one thing that kind of has me excited, but I don't know if it points to anything. The Animal Crossing branding on these is very interesting. As you can see here, the shoe itself is giving New Horizons. You know, it definitely has that island vibe. You have the water, the sand, the green grass and stuff. It very much looks like New Horizons, but the logo itself is just a plain Animal Crossing logo. So this does seem to be, out of the 3 products, this seems to be a newer product. Because I feel like if these were New Horizon branded, that, I don't know, to me, that would point to like maybe an older product that they're just releasing now. But this seems to be a newer product. They also have other, like these gibbets you can buy separately. They have character ones. And then they also have character packs with like different, like there's a seashell, a fossil, you know, $20 for 5. Croc people, let me know, is that expensive? So yeah, we got the Able Sisters. This one's actually really cute. And yeah, these come out in August. So again, oh, they also have kid sizes, which are a little bit cheaper. Again, the only difference here really is the fact that there's an Animal Crossing, just generic Animal Crossing branding. So like, out of the 3, like I said, this is probably the newest product. But does this point to anything? And that's kind of what I want to talk about. So I made a video, like I said, a couple weeks back, talking about a rumor, an Animal Crossing rumor. And the Animal Crossing rumor was from Beat 'em Ups, who is a Nintendo YouTuber. And during one of their podcasts, he basically said that he had insider information that not only was there going to be a Nintendo Direct in July, but the final announcement was going to be Animal Crossing related. I think he said, I don't know if this is word for word, but like Isabel will show up and it'll be a teaser card for Animal Crossing, which will then release in 2026. That is the current rumor right now. And at the time of this recording, let's do some digging here. It is the 11th on a Friday. Okay. So obviously this week is out. You know, Nintendo isn't going to announce a Nintendo Direct over the weekend or anything. So we look at next week. Okay. If it is happening in July, we look towards next week. And that is starting on Monday, the 14th to Friday, the 18th. The business work week is when they would announce anything. However, Donkey Kong Bonanza is coming out on the 17th. So does Nintendo want to take away a little bit of attention from their new shiny Switch 2 game and put the attention on a Nintendo Direct and an Animal Crossing announcement? Do they want to do that? Let me know in the comment section. Would that affect Donkey Kong at all? So if you're kind of on the team of, nah, they wouldn't do it the same week, we then go to the next week, which is July 21st to the 25th, the business week. And on the 22nd, we have a Pokemon Presents. So that's kind of like a direct, but all focused around Pokemon. So do they do another direct, a general Nintendo Direct, the same week of the Pokemon Directs? I don't know. Do they do that? And then we look at the following week, which is Monday the 26th, leading into the 1st of August. Do they do a direct then? I don't know. We have 3 different possibilities if it is going to be in July. Now, I will just say that next week, I could see it going either way. I don't necessarily think a Nintendo Direct would take any attention away from Donkey Kong. And honestly, they could announce things like a Mario Kart World collaboration with Donkey Kong that would actually give Donkey Kong more publicity and more time to shine in the spotlight. So I think next week could be a good decision from Nintendo, actually. I don't think it would take away too much. And as I said, if they announce some collaboration with Mario Kart, that could add to it. The following week, we have the Pokemon Presents, which is on a Tuesday. They would probably have to announce the Nintendo Directs either Monday or Wednesday, with the Direct happening Thursday or Friday. I don't know timing wise if I like that. The third option would be the last week, which they could announce it on the 28th or 29th and then have it on the 31st or even the 30th. I think that makes a lot of sense too. So I personally, if it is going to happen, it's either going to happen this next upcoming week or, to me personally, the last week of July going into August. So I think at this moment in time, the time still lines up for there to be a direct announcement and direct. However, here's the big buts. No one else is talking about it. There's no insiders that are backing up Beat 'em Up's original leak. So that kind of has me worried, because usually when there is a Nintendo Direct, you know, you have the first person that kind of like breaks the silence, right? Which would be Beat 'em Ups in this case. And yeah, he said, yeah, there's going to be a July Direct. There's going to be a ton of third-party games. There's going to be Animal Crossing stuff. You have that initial person that breaks the silence. And then slowly after that, you have insiders, you have media people that kind of back it up and kind of say like, yeah, I've been hearing the same thing actually. Or like, yeah, this is happening. So that's the only suspicious thing right now, is not even about the Animal Crossing part, just the fact that no one else is talking about a Nintendo Direct. And usually where there's smoke, there's fire, and there's no fire yet. So that's just, I don't know. It seems very suspicious. Now, the Animal Crossing part. I really do think we are going to get a teaser for Animal Crossing this year, releasing for 2026. I think that is kind of a no-brainer. New Horizons came out in 2020, so 2026 would make it a 6-year gap, which in terms of Animal Crossing is not like too uncommon, but I feel like Animal Crossing has now become something bigger, and Nintendo definitely wants to get that next game out. So I do believe in the fact that we will get a tease this year. It would get a lot of people excited. It would get a lot of people that own a Switch 1 and are kind of waiting for a reason to upgrade. So I think it makes too much sense. Now, if we don't hear anything this year, Animal Crossing fans, it ain't looking good. I don't think they will announce an Animal Crossing game or tease an Animal Crossing game and release it in the same year of the announcement. I just don't think it'll happen. I think this is kind of a build up sort of announcement. So if we don't hear anything this year, I do think that we start pushing the date from 2026 to 2027, which none of us want to see. But again, New Horizons sold amazingly well. Blame it on the pandemic or not, I still think this franchise is Nintendo's like golden goose, okay? You know, just by the fact that they're releasing Crocs, they're releasing Lego sets, it's definitely a franchise that's getting a ton of love and is selling well with the products that it's tied to. So at the moment, July 11th, 2025, I do still think we are getting a Nintendo Direct this month. And I am on board with the Animal Crossing announcement. It makes a lot of sense. So that's kind of my update. I don't really believe that the products are pointing to anything. It is kind of weird that so many products have been announced so close to each other. I will say that that's kind of a little weird, but I don't think it's related because the products that were announced, there's a ton of other ties to them. The Lego sets never have coincided with a release, and even the Crocs, you know, their general Animal Crossing branding, but I don't think that points to anything either. But I still do believe in a Direct. So let me know in the comments what you think about my thoughts and what you think about the products. Are you buying $80 Crocs? I thought they were cheaper. I could have sworn they were cheaper. But anyway, I'll see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.